Surprise, because on December 13th we're getting our first look at new content coming to Valhalla, and looking at the background here, it likely has to do with some new mythical stuff. We also learned that next week we'll get a brand new update for the game, so it should be a really fun week. I got a ton of stuff planned, and in this video I want to go over some things that Ubisoft already announced for this next patch, including some great fixes and quality of life features. So I thought to go over. A like on the video would of course really help me out. And let's go. But first, the sponsor of this video, Surfshark. Are you safe online? Because browsing without a VPN makes you an easy target for hackers or phishing, where you get trapped into thinking that something is real while it's actually not. Well, I use Surfshark as my go-to VPN to protect myself when downloading files, for example, or when browsing the internet. And I can totally recommend it to you as well. If you, like me, don't like cookie pop-up screens, well, just remove it with an easy toggle in the Google Chrome extension, for example, although Surfshark is available on all your devices. And another big plus of using a VPN is that you can pretend that you are in a certain location where you're just browsing from your home, and they can watch content on different streaming services that are not available in your current region. As you might know, I've been using Surfshark for many years now, and I would totally recommend that you do the same. I got a special offer now via the link you can find in the video description. 83% off and 4 extra months for free. But you gotta be fast, because this offer will expire soon. So thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring the video. Totally click the link, would support the channel a lot as well. And now let's get back into it. 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, 5 PM UK time, and 6 PM Central European time on December 13th is when we will learn more about what is next for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But Ubisoft also confirmed that we will also get an update next week, and they already shared some things we can expect in that big patch. So one thing Ubisoft shared is that we're getting quite a lot of quality of life improvements in that next big update, and one is for the transmog system. You likely have that issue too, right? That brand new gear sets like the Fallen Hero armor set or the Elderman set from the Discovery Tour do not show up in the transmog system. Well, it seems like this actually because there's a limit in the menu right now. We can only view up to 60 items in the transmog system. And yeah, that does add up real fast. So I hope they are like making this unlimited, or making it so that you can like view 500 items, so we will never run into this problem again. Also, 600 runes in the inventory will be looked at for the next patch. And for the Discovery Tour, we got fixes for the first person view that is not working for some people, and missing sound effects when looting the tomb artifacts. We talked about them in our previous video, and these sound effects are actually key to understanding some of the future content.
What is this? Awesome. Why did I say that? There must be some place where these words are useful.
I will link to that video about this future content at the end of this one, so totally check it out if you haven't already. Another fix is for something a lot of people have been asking for a really long time, and especially during the Raven Mastery Challenge. It was very annoying that stealth just wasn't really working properly, and that would force you to reset the whole challenge if you wanted to get gold. So they note that they will improve instances where NPCs could detect players when vision between the player and NPCs is obstructed. Yes, please, that sounds really great. They will also reduce the hold time and speed restriction when trying to blend in with the crowd. It's already pretty quick right now, so I'm curious what the impact will be with this update, but would overall be cool if it became more seamless. And they mentioned resolved some issues that caused players to be instantly detected when they should not have been. And they will continue to work on more detection and social stealth fixes throughout the next year. So, really cool to see that they're on top of it. Now curious if we will notice the impact of these changes when the update drops next week. What we will immediately notice are the tweaks they are making to the difficulty settings, with more options we can change per playstyle. For combat, we can tweak the parry time window so you can make it harder or easier to perform a parry. Same for the brush with death timing window. So for the slow motion on a dodge, you of course have to unlock the skill first in the menu, and after this update, we can also tweak the duration of this ability, and it can go up to 2.5 seconds, which is kinda wild and likely way too OP. Stealth sees 4 extra options, one for the time of the detection escape and also the detection escape while aiming, So I think this is when you are like alerted, but you still have time to react and kill the enemy before the whole camp runs after you. And interesting is that you can now tweak it, turning it down to only 0.5 seconds. Basically means that you turn the feature off if you want a more hardcore approach. Seems like you cannot like make it last any longer. I think it was already 2 in the game right now, and that's the max after the update 2. You could of course wear the new Reaper armor set from the Caesar Paris, which would add 2 extra seconds to this, so then you would be 4 max. And they also mentioned changes you can make to the search duration and the maximum enemies that are searching for you if you want to tweak that. For exploration, we got a few point synchronization, exploration beams, and unguided objectives as options we can change. So you can basically play Valhalla without any help or HUD, for example, if you like that. And now something important about this update, we will namely have to re-download the whole game when it drops. And updates usually drop on a Tuesday, but they haven't confirmed the date yet. So you see the file sizes that you'll have to download when the patch goes live right here. But what will happen is that it will then save space on your hard drive once the download is over. And you see the amount of data that you will save also noted here. And the main reason they are doing this is to give us faster loading screen times, improved world data streaming, and overall runtime performance. So it will just be an extra long download when the patch drops, but in the long run, it seems to be for the best. So yeah, it will kind of suck. We all want to play the new updates, but in the end, I think we will be happy for it. At least hoping that they significantly downgrade the search for add-on before you can even jump into the game. As with the previous games, this always got longer the further we got into the post-launch, so hopefully this gets significantly reduced. I really think we will also see the Shinobi set next week. The steampunk armor also released when the previous patch came out, and that makes sense that they want to drop it when more people are jumping into the game. And heads up, not the Revelations outfit yet, but if you perform an air assassination right now, like this week till Thursday, then you will get an Ezio tattoo for on their back. They've been on a roll with these back tattoos. But yeah, do it this week and you got a new tattoo for yourself. Now, we don't know much more about this next update. We might also see something during that December 13th reveal. I will likely be live reacting on my Twitch and on YouTube as well. Maybe on the second channel, maybe on the main channel. Just follow me on Twitter or just on both channels and I will keep you posted there. Overall, there will be a ton of videos and streams next week, so will be really fun. Just subscribe to miss nothing. A like on the video would of course really help me out. And check out Surfshark, find a link in the pinned comment. That supports the channel a lot as well. And don't check out that video on future content by clicking on the screen. And if you haven't checked out JorRaptor, our second channel yet, I will leave a link to that in the video description. There will be a ton of stuff dropping on that as well. For now, I'll speak to you in the next one. Goodbye.